I'm finally back on Rouvy, as you can see. Been sent out my replacement Kickr Core. The other one wasn't working. If you've seen any of my other videos, whenever I tried to join a group ride or do an FTP test, completely lost resistance. The legs were spinning away, pushing against nothing whatsoever. So woohoo, have sent me a replacement out. Done a firmware update and calibrated it when I got it. And all the fixes it gives in the firmware information were for the faults that I'd reported on my previous model. So I was thinking it was an isolated issue, but for them to have done an update with the firmware, it seems there must have been lots of other people out there experiencing the same problem. Anyway, it's enough talking. This is the first ride back, so it'd be interesting to see if any of those problems are fixed and if it's different this time round. I'm just going to do a normal ride today, so I'm not doing the group ride or doing the FTP test, so I might not find out today if the problem's fixed, but I will do over the next couple of days, and then I can report back. Challenge van, bro. It seems the sort of distance I want to do. See what this one's like. This one's designed by Little Trek Coach. Actually saw him on YouTube this morning talking. So let's go. What I am noticing straight away, less clunking, a lot smoother on the pedals. So hopefully, either I'm imagining that or there is a general improvement. Two-thirds of the way through February. It's still been raining every single day here in the UK. Looking at the weather forecast for the week ahead, rain every single day as well. So don't really know when I'll get back on the road again, or even if that'll be in the UK. Due to go out to Mallorca on the 6th of March. So unless things improve over here, Mallorca will be my first ride on the road for a while. With 5 degrees this morning, wind chill factor made it feel -5. But it's not that, the roads are dirty, muddy, potholes everywhere filled with water, so you don't see how deep they are, or even if they're there in many instances. So for the meantime, I'll be on Rouvy. I've got a nice ride planned for when I get out to Mallorca, staying in Santa Ponsa for the first escape on the 6th. So I'll be riding from Santa Ponsa into Palma for a coffee, and then when I go back out on the 23rd, I'll be staying in Port Alcudia, and we'll be doing the Capta Fomenta ride. So that's something I'm looking forward to. Especially looking forward to going into Palma, my favourite place. You can keep your Gironas and everywhere else. Palma's a place for me. I will be turning the fan on in a little while. Just keep the body temperature down. I'll get to about 5 miles in before I turn the blower on. I think that's about 25% of the way through, maybe just over. Watched an interesting YouTube video the other day where a guy goes into all the mathematical breakdown of why riding at 50% resistance is no different to riding at 100% resistance difference. Didn't quite understand it myself. His theory is you ride at 50%, get half an 8% incline to 4%, but you're still climbing the same height, so therefore you're still spending the same amount of energy to get up that hill. Like I say, I didn't quite get it. Like I say, probably above my brain power. I always thought that the harder the resistance, the more energy you're burning, but he says that's not true. Also, on 50% resistance, if you're going downhill, your legs aren't freewheeling as much. So again, I keep mine at 100%, what I feel comfortable with. If you're out on the road, you can't turn the power down like that. So, yeah, if the legs spin away going downhill, so be it. But I want to experience the climbs as they are in the real world, not artificially adjusted to suit me on here. Just seen my name come up on the right, so maybe I have ridden this route before. Cadence, round about where I want it, 80 to 90 RPMs. What I've noticed since the new core is, when I'm on the flat, my power wattage is higher than it is or was before. Not a great deal, 20 or 30 watts difference on the flat, but that's quite surprising. The sweat taps are on, so that means it's time to put the blower on. There are lots of little ramps on this one, no big hills. I think the most it's gone up to so far is just over 3%. Same with the downhills. That's about half of the way through. I think that's probably what those flags are there for. Let's bang on 12 miles, 12:01. What I have noticed, my average watts are higher than normal. Usually when I'm riding on the flat, legs spin away, especially going downhill as well, and I lose all power. So this is a lot smoother, a lot more consistent. Bang on 6 miles to go. Till I've turned the blower off, sweat in the eyes now. That's half a mile. Finish line in sight. Here it comes. Come on. Finished. 202 watts. So it seems it did make a bit of a difference. That'll do for the first ride back. Enjoyed that. Don't know what I rated that as last time, but for coming back today, trying it with the updated core, I enjoyed it a lot more. So I would say that would be a solid 4.